And we actually have Miracle playing the Lush track. Oftentimes we see the Troll being played by Matumba Man instead, as Miracle off to a pretty good start, it looks like.
So, can you give me some theories on why we're seeing Matumba Man here on the Troll? Is it a playstyle thing? Do they want this Troll to be more active than before? Do they feel like Miracle is going to do better in the 1v1 mid matchup?
And I think so. I would have normally said for the most part, Miracle plays the splitty heroes, or the ones that cut waves, have very fast creep clearing abilities.
Yep. Roll in, follow up, split earth, not gonna land. Afo actually managed to blink away before that happens. Meanwhile, Immersion does manage to get off that slow onto Matumba Man, so should be okay unless Matumba Man thinks he can get that last range action, and he does. He reads it perfectly.
You see what he did?
Flips the Winter Wyvern. Yeah, he went melee for him, right?
Yeah, he went melee so that he could have that extra move speed.
Miracle is currently spending his time
that's why
in between jungle and lane.
He went the build that he did, Bracer, Wand, and then he still has his Fairy Fire. It's so he just protects himself from all that burst.
Yeah, very stat heavy. Not even boots yet. 1-2-1 build for Mind Control. Do you think this Heavenly Grace is this just 2 levels for in lane for the regen?
Yeah.
Or do you think he's actually going to max it out?
Oh, in mid.
Miracle, the Splinter Blast brings him a little low. He's trying to land this split earth, but the Sonic Wave comes out.
He had to have known being low like that was just going to get him killed. I don't even think Wyvern needed to be there. Quap just had DD.
Yeah. So overall, this laning phase is quite even despite the kill difference.
Yeah, and I'd say part of that comes down to the fact that this Omni, even though he's getting levels, he's just not able to actually like walk up in CS. Because the Sand King can just sit in the Sandstorm.
Yeah.
And eventually he will get something.
He's better at cutting creep waves too.
Yeah, just pure kills, I think it's a little bit difficult as
nice spear as he gets the ensnare. And the extra damage did another ensnare. I think he did the level up trick right there. Now it's going to be FNG who's going to be caught by the rotation of Miracle, but still, that's an exchange that Gambit will happily take. They didn't have to rotate their mid out of lane. Afo is yet to leave his mid lane, surprisingly, and he's level 8, so when he finally does move to one of these side lanes, he will hit hard, and they're going to go for the kill onto Kuro here. Turns around, Frostbite. They do have the TP in from GH, trying to protect Kuro, or maybe even kill him if he got a little bit too low. He could go for the deny off that Shadow Strike. Okay, so your movement I've seen a lot, which is the safe laner smokes up and just runs straight to mid. Why are we doing that as opposed to what we used to do, which is the safe laner TPs up to the off lane, we just run at the safe lane tower, and then at some point, you use that movement to wrap into mid?
Because I think it's different once you take your own safe lane tower. Like, I think once you take your own safe lane tower, you sort of just like artificially sped up the game as they're actually making their move onto top. As
with the epicenter and Bean's Grip, they're going to try and chain stun him, and it'll be pretty easy too. Matumba Man falls here in top. Gambit.
This mid lane, both supports from Liquid are here, because I think they're anticipating the movement. Because the Lone Druid's gone missing for so long, as Mind Control going to take some damage. This is level 4 Sandstorm. He's got to be careful as Miracle try to come in. Mind Control going to purge that off. The haste is going to be popped by Miracle, and they're going to split targets here.
Afterlife is going to be able to burrow strike into the trees. He's going to be okay, but the hasted Miracle will easily run down FNG underneath this tower. In fact, he's going to give a lot of damage onto that tower, but speaking of pushing towers, the Haas is already here in the mid lane.
Oh, they're going to make the move.
Roll in, follow up. No silence, actually. A little bit surprising there. I thought GH, you should have silenced, right?
This is my favorite part about having Lone Druid on your team. You can do that, and it's not a heavy commitment.
Yeah.
You can just send your Baron, you can create space for your team, and now I anticipate him making the movement towards top.
Playing for the Bounty Runes, Team Liquid with the Winter's Curse won't be able to chase down FNG right away. FNG actually got that Bounty Rune too, so that was really well done for Gambit. You say though, you bring up the Lone Druid, you always talk about how Team Liquid prioritized the mid tower, both defending and trying to take the opponents. They didn't do that pretty much at all there with the Lone Druid plays. It's just because it's too tough.
Yeah, I don't think you can fight 5-on-5 right now. Like, you can take 4-on-5s as top.
Nice.
Look at this again.
Setup. Miracle's just entirely separated from his team here, not expecting the setup there. So we're gonna have a smoke up from Gambit now. The Queen of Pain Gonna show maybe a bottom lane or somewhere while the rest of the team creeps on through and is looking to make their invasion. They do have some aggressive vision right now in the dire jungle. They have spotted Kuro. But this smoke is not, they don't want that kill. They want somebody much bigger. They're gonna have to take what they can get here. Kuro is gonna be spotted. Now they see Mind Control as well. Mind Control's actually gonna be able to save Kuro maybe with that freezing field. Delaying all this damage, they just can't actually eat through him. And now on the side, they're gonna go for this Winter Wyvern, try and prevent that Winter's Curse. The disengage does manage to get it off though. The damage over time, he may still tick out. Immersion, one last tick and he will fall here. Now the rest of the team, well, they're gonna go for the Lone Druid Bear, pick up 300 gold off of that, and they just wanna fight right next to the Roshan pit. In fact, even better if Afterlife gets caught as well, but Kuro can find him in the trees. So the rest of the team rolls up into the Roshan pit. They know Gambit is not in a position to fight them right now.
It's just a very awkward engagement. You saw that FNG was a little bit too on the low ground. So he kept trying to get closer, but he was in the tree line, so he couldn't really find anybody. And so that lockdown that they're relying on, both their supports just got in such bad positions that it was really impossible for them to help out in the fights. Whereas Liquid, I mean, they just held the high ground. Crow's gonna get healed up non-stop by Mind Control in the back line.
Afterlife, he's gonna try and sneak into it. He's gonna be able to get 3-man Roshan.
Does he have
pick
it?
up that Aegis, he gets it! He snatches it away from Team Liquid. He will die here once. We'll see whether or not he's gonna survive. Again, the Quap is coming in. He does have Sonic Wave. He can hit almost everyone here. Hits 3. There is gonna be Immersion sitting on the side. He doesn't have the Winter's Curse though. They don't really have a whole lot of damage to follow this up. It's just gonna go for the Earth Spirit. That's gonna be one pick off. Now the pursuit, a Shadow Strike to slow down the Tumba Man. The Bear, they're gonna have to Dual Scepters that one as they don't want that Radiance burn on top of them, but Apo committing a little bit more, continuing to poke at Team Liquid as much as possible. There is gonna be that sustain though from Mind Control. They spot it! Miracle couldn't TP out fast enough. They're gonna be able to catch him once again. The Shadow Strike, Mind Control may have the Purification coming up. It's gonna heal Miracle a little bit, but now a great Winter's Curse as they were all sitting up the high ground, but because of the Heavenly Grace, the self-fuel scepter, is he actually gonna survive? Apo, he just needs to be able to spot it for a moment. The Shadow Strike doesn't actually land off the Orchid out. One last swing and he gets them. Apo's fully committed though. Kuro, he's trying to get away from Mind Control. Has nothing offensively he can do against that Queen of Pain, so he's gotta just get out. Matamba Man though, they can't afford to lose their carry as well as their mid. Kuro's gonna die to Apo here. What a huge turnaround from Gambit. That all comes off the back of Afterlife, snatching up that Aegis.
That was such a big move by him. The timing couldn't have been more perfect. He read that, he goes in, he makes the decisive play. He says, guys, we need to do something. We need to correct this game. He goes to the big play, rewards himself with kill after kill. They get 4 kills off of that, snatch the Aegis.
Apo played that beautifully as well. The way he never hard committed.
Yes.
Right, the Sonic Wave, the pokes with the Shadow Strike, just waiting until they were finally low enough to commit, just like they're doing now in the Omni Knight. Mind Control, controlled up Purification. We'll be able to get back to the tier 4s. Don't overcommit here, especially with the TPs coming in. They've got the silence on Apo. Yule Scepter into the split Earth stun. They are going to be able to land. Oh, Yule Scepter, self-Yule Scepter. Can he still blink away? He will be okay. There was no jump there from Kuro to be able to grab him with a Frostbite. Apo, though, is still slowed down. Matamba Man couldn't get an ensnare of his own. Apo has to hide in the trees, trying to TP out, but Matamba Man's going to be able to find him. Brings him down. That's a mega kill streak as well that he just got.
In theory, they should be, especially if they get a very good Winter's Curse off. They have a lot of disable with their ultis. Is Miracle immediately going to get that smoke popped? The Hawk going to send the Bear in. Heavenly Grace is laid out. FNG gets the sleep.
It's a good start here. Miracle just making a play for the tier 2, but
They
the rest of Gambit can definitely commit for this troll unless the silence can actually stop it. In from GH, that caused a lot of disruption. The BKB activated from Matamba Man, trying to go for the Sand King, locks him down. On the side, GH committing for that lone Druid, but gets himself stuck up on the cliff for now. Now rolls down, trying to catch Apo. Apo stuck inside the trees right now, going for the blink, down to the low ground, gets away from that splitter just in time. To Hawk and FNG, thinking about going back in, especially with Afterlife committing his buyback here. They don't just want GH, they wanted more off of that. But it looks like this Earth Spirit, maybe all they can get, maybe they're gonna jump back in here as they've actually lost their Bane. It's FNG fully committed, but now Immersion's a little bit too far forward. He's gonna get caught by this Yule Scepter. They do get the Sonic Wave out on 2 with the first strike on 2 as well. That's almost blowing up Miracle. They need to finish him off now, but he does manage to get the save from Mind Control. No physical damage gonna pierce him just now, but they do have plenty of magic damage that's eventually gonna run him down, so both him and the Troll are gonna die again. Looks like he'll be able to get 300 gold off of that Bear, but a great buyback there from Afterlife, and again, Gambit playing the spacing game very well.
And part of that too was that Miracle shows himself on the far left taking the tower, and the rest of the team didn't really get the memo. Being a little bit too split up at this point in the game, you have to know that Gambit's gonna be together as 5. And fighting in that shrine area is so scary. People will buy back for that engagement, especially if you can grab them one by one like that.
Yeah.
And this is going to be Rax.
Absolutely. Team Liquid have no buybacks.
They learned their lesson.
Is where Miracle's now going to get the big team fight item, trying to commit for that BKB after his Yules, Boots Travel, and Bloodstone.
He needs one, because Mind Control's job right now is way too hard.
Yeah. He's got to play kind of in the back line, but close enough where he can hit you with Heavenly Graces and Purifications.
But the downside of that, too, is that you see they have to sort of stick together, which means, you know, you're going to get the freest epicenter.
Get the word on the high ground, but they're going to get caught in the process, and they know what was happening there. Immersion, well, he's got a Blink Dagger, so it should be fine. Good catch by Gambit.
Still a game that Liquid couldn't easily win. It did take the buyback from Gambit for them to equalize there.
Big difference there between our two mids. 8 kills for Avo, only 4 for Miracle.
Overall hero damage, almost double for this Queen of Pain too.
We're just gonna chill it out right now, I guess, for Team Liquid. Are they happy with that? They're okay with just pushing this game later and later, right? Because they do have the troll.
Yeah, I think so.
Gambit, meanwhile, if they find a pick off naturally, take it, and they may have just found one. Miracle, FNG is going to get himself some distance here, trying to go for a Fiend's Grip positioning, but that's where Mind Control is going to come in with a Heavenly Grace if necessary. So he gives it onto Miracle right now, and immediately pops BKB, trying to go for the Winter Wyvern, just like they did last time. Take away that teamfight hero. Don't let him cast the Winter's Curse, and they do not. A good Sonic Wave goes out, but Matumba Man instantly pops his ultimate, trying to get the lockdown on Alpha, who still has his BKB up, so he's going to be good for now and does manage to get the blink away. The 2 supports dead on the side of Gambit. No longer having that control means Gambit has to try and get out. GH managed to root out the Sand King here. Very important. Managed to get him with a Frostbite as well. Burst him down with a Crystal Nova.
That was such a weird half commitment from the side of Gambit.
Mind Control's job needs to get easier. The BKB on Miracle helps. Now he's got a Blink Dagger, so his positioning can be a lot better in these fights. He won't get caught. The roll in from GH just to make sure that Afterlife couldn't grab a second Aegis away from Team Liquid. But look at this. Liquid's just making the fast play here in the bottom. Seeing if they can get Gambit while they're out of position. And they've already taken that range barracks. The Hawk is finally here with his bear, but the melee barracks is in half with the double siege wagons banging on it. This is not something Gambit can defend so easily. They are going to pop the glyph here, buy themselves a moment.
Ping right now on the catapults. Afo's telling his team, don't just let this down for free as they put the stun.
Trying to poke him on top of man as best they can. He does have a cheese as well as they Titanic, so he's not so easy to bring down. They just poke and back up. Using that magic immunity, they're going to lose a bear here. They do manage to get a Fiend's Grip on a GH who brought his fresh BKB, but doesn't help him against that all that physical damage and that hold. Now they're going to be able to grab Miracle here. He does have the Aegis. Once again, Gambit cannot overcommit. Managed to get a BKB. Burrow Strike onto him as well. That's going to be the first life. They got to be careful of Matumba Man, though. That fear being canceled out by the Battle Trance. He sticks on some of these heroes, but doesn't get the ensnare. Now a great Winter's Curse, setting up these 3 heroes, doing some of the damage. Look at Apple going to the backline. He found Mind Control. He gets the silence, but the Lotus Storm actually finds some time. A 2-man Burrow Strike epicenter. That finished off Kuro. Now they get the sleep onto Mind Control. They're just trying to make sure he can't get off any of that sustain. But because of the Guardian Angel, it's a little bit slow to be able to bring down Matumba Man, but they can just keep on chasing. Since Miracle has given up on this engagement and TP'd home, they know they've got these heroes dead to rights. That is 4 dead on the side of Team Liquid. It's not additive, but I would guess it's somewhere around 75%, maybe 80, 85.
Yeah, they're split up a little bit here, but they don't want to really broach onto that high ground. It's not super easy for them.
They are going to be able to get the silence on the Queen of Pain, trying to force out that BKB. It's going to be used. They're going to go for FNG here. GH committing for that 5 position, as it is all important to be able to protect Matumba Man against that Apple.
1 second.
No longer has his BKB, but no net from Matumba Man. They're going to back up, just go for this tier 2. 70 seconds. Got to be careful there, Immersion. Cannot afford to get picked off, especially since they're already missing 1 support.
A nice pick off from them is Liquid. They're going to go for it again.
Yeah.
Bane doesn't have the buyback. They're well aware of this. The Fiend's Grip, pretty crucial to this team fight. And there's no BKB on the Queen of Pain.
It is hard to push into this high ground, though, with the Sandstorm plus Splinter Blast spam.
They really want to do it. No BKB on Queen of Pain, no Bane. The situation doesn't get that much better.
You just keep on shadow striking him and as well. You give him the Lotus Orb to remove some of that damage. They found the bear. They really want that bear kill. But the cold embrace, now the epicenter jump in with a sonic wave over the top, a big hit, Matamba, he's dead! Kuro gets the freezing field off, but now he's gonna fall as well, and the rest of Liquid, oh, they realize that now they're just getting caught one by one. He managed to get the root onto GH, kick it away, the bear trying to get another roll forward, but an important kill on Miracle right now. They are gonna be able to lock him down with a Burrow Strike, stay on top of him. All Miracle can hope for is getting a kill on Apple, almost gets it, the Dual Scepter going down, trying to finish off one of these heroes, but gets neither. A massive win for Gambit as once again they hold on the high ground.
The bait on the bear. Everything else is semi-irrelevant as Afo hiding in the pit. Miracle, his smoke's gonna break. He knows that somebody is in there. Afo pinging for the high ground right now. Afterlife continues to hide.
Shiva's, oh, they found GH the second time. He does manage to get out the BKB. The Sonic Wave doesn't finish him off. He does manage to get away. Is Apple going to pursue with the blink? He's going to get him, and one big crit comes out. Apple gets that kill. Matamba Man being kited around right now. Managed to get a BKB before the Burrow Strike. Afterlife's in trouble, but he managed to get a 4-staff away. Matamba Man wants to be able to lock down one of these heroes. He's been struggling for so long, now gets slept up. The bear is dealing with him as well. And soon there's going to be Apple to slow him down with the Shadow Strike. Sees him for a moment. Dual Scepter going out. They're just trying to get a little bit of distance, slow him down with the Shivas, but he's a bit too fast, so they back up, going for that Roshan. That Roche pit with 50 seconds on the clock for GH. I'm not sure if Team Liquid can contest anymore.
And GH with the BKB, thought he was perfectly fine playing on that side of the map. Liquid. Very nice BKB though from Matamba Man.
Yeah. It definitely saved his life.
Yes.
If he got hit by the Burrow Strike, he was dead as well. And that might have just been the game for
And
Team
Afterlife
Liquid.
was waiting for so long on that too.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter as Gambit is going to take this all-important Roche.
So we are going to give the, we're going to give the Aggro Scepter to the Sand King. So we're going to get that very long Burrow Strike. As long as they don't make any silly moves at this point, they've got full control of the game, and they're going to be able to set the pace and go for another high ground push against Team Liquid. And they found the pick off. It's going to be on Kuro, an easy kill. A 5 position with buyback, though. It's not going to allow Gambit to immediately run up high ground and take another lane of barracks, but...
I mean, with the Fear Talent on the Queen of Pain, that just adds so much control to their team.
Yeah.
And he got there relatively quickly. You see Matamba Man himself, not even 25, and Afo's had it for quite some time as Gambit. They're going to poke here, see what they can force.
See if they can force that buyback out. They do really need that buy, because they need the Lotus Orb on him. Apo taking a bit of damage here. Miracle with the Dual Scepter is going to be Burrow Struck up. Beans Grip as well. They do manage to get the Divine Grace, and now they're going to push forward with Matamba Man, trying to get the Apo. Once again, they will be able to take that first life. They do have the Winner's Curse. It pulls in the Troll, and he starts laying some damage into GH. Now the Burrow Strike follow-up. GH does manage to get up to BKB. Miracle in the back line. His BKB is activated. Fortunately, Apo survives just a little bit longer, but now his BKB is down. He's been ensnared up. Self-fueled. Cold Embrace as well. They have him inside of the freezing field, though. He's taking so much damage, and he finally dies. Gambit tried to save their Queen of Pain, but now they've got to just get out at this point. Is Mind Control. He sees the opportunity, but epicenter coming in with the Burrow Strike, takes out the back line. The Sandstorm, it's almost enough to finish off Mind Control as well. Miracle on a sliver of HP.
The Queen of
Pain comes Afo. He knows he can finish off at least one of these heroes with the Bloodthorn onto this troll, but he's healing too much. He's healing too much. They have to stop him. The status resistance allows that they can't actually stun him. The Dual Scepter throwing him in the air gives him a little bit of time. Just need to kite Matamba Man. Don't let the Hawk die here. Again, the fear goes out. There's going to be a Glimmer Cape. They're doing so good at just kiting Matamba Man around and around and around. Mind Control. He tries to come forward to be able to save Matamba Man a little bit more time. Afterlife and Immersion just on a sliver of HP. Mind Control does go down. He buys back almost immediately. Matamba Man, Burrow Struck up. Finally, he goes down. He buys back. It's only him and Mind Control. The duo against the 5 of Gambit.
What a kite job from Gambit. Nobody going down there.
Slept up. Apple thought he was actually going to TP away. They're scared of this duo. They feel they actually can't take it, especially with GH coming back. And another great Winner's Curse. Immersion just keeps lining up, and it's enough to kill Mind Control. Matamba Man just slayed his teammate, and now he's gonna get kited around once again. GH, he has to build this out. He has to stop that beat script. He gets it. He gets the ult. Now the BKB activated. Matamba Man's gonna go for the kill. He's gonna
gonna be able to find GH's health sleep. That's gonna buy him some time after the BKB. The fear away on the top of it, trying to finish up his hero. He's just trying to life steal off of anybody he can stay alive, potentially ammo. So low blinks away. Immersion slowed down, trying to get him with the roll and misses. GH is unable to finish up that kill. Now Yulscepter, Immersion, he doesn't care about his own life. He only wants to kill on GH right now to be able to sell up Afterlife as well as Apple get this control on the Everseen dies. He's dead. Kuro's back up. Miracle's back up. Liquid can still hold this potentially against the 4.
And during this time, they've also lost their tier 4 towers. So the base is wide open, but so is Liquid.
Oh,
as the
Jesus.
creeps, Gambit, the fight's been going on for so long that nobody's dealt with this bottom lane. They've got to be careful.
Whoa, they actually back up to defend, but at the same time, potentially going for a play here on a Miracle.
Queen of Pain's coming back.
Back in onto the Bear. The Burrow Strike, controlling him on Tumba Man. Managed to get the silence on him as well. Kuro needs that Lotus Storm. The Sonic Wave, they finish off on Tumba Man just like
They're
that.
going for the throne.
Miracle, he's trying to go for it, but the Bear is focusing on the throne right now. They have the gun. Apple on one side, Bear on the other. Tag teaming this throne, and it will die. There is no way Liquid can stop this at this point. Unbelievable Gambit. Kite the hell out of Liquid. They completely outclass them in that regard in these team fights and take game 1 against the TI7 champs.